Not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
You just pull it up.
Yes, you need 2 hands. Here. You just pull it out and just let them know. You know what I'm saying? Well, welcome to the podcast. We're talking about pulling the mic stand out of the mic out of the stand. It's a lot like pulling out your penis before you.
Hold on, bro. There we go. Oh,
I don't know
bro.
who allowed me to say that.
They're going to be proud of us. I'm going to tell my daddy.
My daddy.
Yep.
Don't tell my daddy.
Oh, my God. Hold on. Well, I can't hear myself. Now I can hear myself. Can you hear yourself?
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Testing.
1, 2, 3.
Testing.
That's
That's how you hold the mic when you doing your joke, like Bill Burr.
No, I don't do that. I usually hold it like down
Like
here.
this.
And I really do because I try to like keep it out of my face,
Yeah.
so I don't think about it. Because on my last show, I actually like hit myself in the face with the mic. It wasn't good. It hurt. I got a black eye.
Bro, you know
A black guy.
that's kind of similar. Was I training you? No, I wasn't training you because you would have laughed. But I was training somebody at AMP, and like I was talking with him, and the the A bar where you do triceps.
Yeah.
It was swinging, and I turned around. It's metal, and it hit. Like I turn around, and it hits me in the forehead, like in the eye socket.
Oh no.
And I had to act like nothing, bro.
Did you get like some flashbacks to like that Saturday night or something?
No, I just kept talking.
Oh, you just kept talking. That's what you had to do last time.
Yep.
Brought me back. Gave me some PTSD.
You stupid, bro.
You like had the 1,000-mile stare after. And he's like, bro, what's wrong?
As you can see, I'm slowly ignoring his ass.
That's what most people do. They just eventually they're like, oh, okay, he's joking. Yeah, let me turn off for a second.
Yup. You like, man, you reminded me of my boy. It's my boy Gookman. I can't remember when my boy Gookman passed because he popped up twice. But Gookman was like that too. You had to be like, you have to
realize, you have to know.
Yup. You have to like, look, bro, this is my boy G. He yep, like just don't, cause like wild energies, like a lot of people can't handle it, and like they could offend. No, he ain't offensive. He Turkish. He's just gonna say what it is.
So you'd say he's a guy that would watch no black movies and say the N-word.
Oh my God. He used to say, listen, buddy, but me and you are you a nigga and I'm a side nigga. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
He's like, we the same. I was like, I mean, shoot,
we're the same.
I was like,
right?
we all the same. He ain't lying. He said, oh, they call me sand nigga. I was like, all right, for sure. That's funny when you add the sand to it.
I know. When you add the sand,
when
you add the desert.
When you add the desert, you a desert N-word.
Bro, the first time I ever heard that term when I was in like 5th grade, 4th grade, and I went to like a Catholic school, right? All white people, so stuff was flying, right? I mean, there were words you never even heard of before.
You
know there
was scared of the Catholic school?
Was I what?
You wasn't scared of the Catholic school?
Scared? No, I definitely wasn't scared. I was running that.
I wanted to run out of the Catholic church when I went the first time. But go ahead. I don't want to enjoy the story.
Well, no. So the first time I heard that word, though, it was like this dude was like Fox News guy, right? And this was back in the day when Fox News was like spouting it, like just getting into like the opinion news and like they're saying the N-word, like they got those blonde white girls that got in trouble for saying the N-word.
Oh, you in high school at this point? Right,
well, no, because they would have been earlier than that, so maybe it wasn't that Fox News, but before it.
No, yeah, because it was getting real around that time.
And I had no idea what that meant, but he was talking about us going to, I think it was Iraq or Afghanistan, whatever the second one was, and he's just like screaming it at the fucking at the screen, and I had never seen so much anger in someone's face before for something that you have no idea what's going on, why we're over there. You're just mad because they're telling you to be mad. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, this is a word that you've heard around the block, so you're going to say it. You know what I mean? And I'm not even trying to make a joke. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. It's like I've never seen. That's the first time I actually saw like what racism looked like in the face. You know what I mean? And really was able to like process, oh, that's what that is. It was probably like 4th grade, I'd have to say.
Let me see. The first time, well, ain't nobody called me an N-word in front of my face. It was always in passing.
Well, you're a big dude.
I was little. The first time I got called an N-word was I was a little kid. And they said, hey, no, wait, I was a kid at my grandmama's house. Now where my grandmama lived, where my grandmama lived is called Louisiana has parishes. We don't have counties. We got parishes. So she lived in a little parish called Iberville. Iberville is literally like it has one stoplight. There's a what they call it, a pharmacy. Yep, there's a like it's one of those like
like with the F.
Yeah, like you're so stupid. Yeah. Like or it's a they call it something else though. Like where you go there, you do your mail and all that other stuff. Like, but it's a severe. I'm talking very, very, very small. But anyway, we was outside in my grandmother's house. And dude was like, nigga. And I was like,
they were driving past you.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
And I laughed.
Yeah.
And then the second time,
did you know that's what they said at first, or were you like, what did they just say?
No, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. That word is funny to me, bro. Especially when like people say it and they say it in passing. And the second time it happened, I was like 17 years old, and they said it in passing again. They were just driving, you nigger. And then I was like, okay,
yeah,
it's sweet. You know how many times I say that word?
Yeah.
Great for you if you wanted to say it. Say it out loud. And but I would I didn't care. Like,
well, because those guys are probably driving by and they're like, oh, look, watch what I'm gonna do here. Watch this guy right here. Yep. And then they just roll down the window, roll it down, and then they, and then they say it.
I bet you $20 that you won't say it. I bet you $20 you won't say it, boy. I bet you 20.
Ricky.
Rick, hold on, there he is there.
I'll bet you 50.
Oh no, shit. Hold
now it just got real, Ricky.
50. Hold on. You want me to say the ER? You want me to say the R? You want?
If you need the ER, I'll do 100.
Hey, you can stop by Rite Aid. I'll get him some cotton and throw some cotton at him. Call him a nigga at the same time. Go ahead and do it. I got to bet 1,000 on that one.
Oh man.
All right, bet 2,000. I bet you won't stop. Say it.
Oh.
Throw the cotton at him. Wait 5 seconds to see what he'll do. Well, Ricky, I don't want to do that. I just want to have fun. Roll by and say the word.
I'm just trying to have fun, Ricky.
I'm just trying to have fun, Ricky. Ugh. Ricky fat. Go ahead and pull over to McDonald's.
Yo, when someone's fat, when you can just they're just sitting there and you can hear them breathing.
Oh, bro, I've had clients,
but it's like labored.
Yep.
Like it sounds like they're about to fall out any minute.
All right, big shit. All right.
Kimba's good.
Yeah, she good. Yeah, I know. I can tell she her ass so thick. Like that.
She is, bro.
Yeah.
Did you put a spliff in this shit?
No.
That's just tobacco.
Yep.
I don't know if it's Mexican tobacco.
That's bro.
I like this Cuban you brought today. It smells pretty Mexican.
The Cuban cigar. I had a Cuban cigar. We was in Panama. Like I didn't know how to smoke a cigar.
Yeah, you don't really inhale. You have to puff.
Yeah, they said. I remember Brennan said he was just talking about it, and he was like, "You have to marble it. You have to marble it." I was like, "Okay, you got."
Was he saying it with his pinky up?
I guess so. You have to
marble.
You have to marble it.
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, you got to marble it," but I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I was smoking a cigar with my pops, but he smokes it with brown liquor, so that's pretty dope.
Yeah, like Henny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's smoking with that.
No,
I
think he does he classy.
He classy.
Yeah, Pop's classy. Kimba. That's not your food.
This is your savior.
Yep. But yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the Plebs Podcast.
Welcome to the Plebs. D-Star.
And E-Money.
D-Mar.
We're just going to talk like this the whole time.
E just got the mics and the headset, so as you can see.
And we're just playing around with it.
And it's really fun.
It really is.
Yeah, we had little mics before. We have
bigger mics.
We have bigger mics. We got the enlargement mic pill, the enlargement pills for the mics that we see on the ads.
Oh, yep. So turns out,
they
click
work.
on them. They work.
They work.
Yep.
They work.
If you get hacked, that's your fault.
Yep.
You clicked on the wrong one.
Bruh. No, so yeah, we were talking about black films.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man, you like caught up. You're like,
yeah. I'm slowly getting caught up though. Like honestly, I mean, I've been, what they say, once you go black, you never go back. But I've been in the ring for about 7 years now, right?
You don't go back.
7 rounds,
you don't go back.
and I ain't planning on it.
Nope, you don't go back, bro.
But let me tell you, she's been doing a good job. I'd say in the last like 2 years, like catching me up, getting me going.
So like,
But
just to give y'all context, so both me and E are in interracial relationships. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we try to make sure that they up to date. So if you're in an interracial relationship or whatever, just up to date, whatever the culture is. That's how we work
And
together.
listen,
That's
if
how we come
you're in
together.
an interracial relationship, let me know some movies to watch because I am not caught up. Really, like if you think about it, like I've really seen Undercover Brother, right? I've seen all the Tyler Perry movies
Oh my god!
because she's hilarious, and I've watched all the Jamie Foxx movies.
So you know, Jamie. So
because she's funny, and I've definitely seen everything with Mike Tyson in it. Does that count?
No.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen all of Wayne's Brothers?
Okay, I've seen like I've seen some of the scary movies, and then I saw what's that one that
I'm talking. We talking 90s. We talking like
I've seen
early
Requiem
90s.
of a Dream.
Huh?
Requiem of a Dream. Have you seen that movie?
I think I did.
It's got Jared Leto. I think it's Marlon Wayans.
We're not talking about people with white counterparts or like co-stars. We're talking
You're saying
full.
like BET movies.
Yes, bro.
Okay.
Yes, this is important.
Then, yeah, no.
This is important, bro. Do you understand the days where you would just like hood? They don't make hood films no more, bro.
They don't.
Like I'm talking like hood. Like Friday was like a mainstream hood
I've
movie.
seen Friday.
Of course,
Yeah,
everybody's seen
Barbershop.
Friday, but then before Friday, there were other movies that looked like that. It was. You see how people be doing like Big Job.
Yeah.
Like Big Job, look at us early. So he got a better camera now, right?
Yeah.
Bro, right? He got a better camera now, but remember his older stuff?
It was on his phone.
Yeah.
Looked like it. But
our phone quality was big camera quality in the 90s.
Yeah.
So, bro, it's like I'm telling you, bro, you got to go through a lot of the stupid. They so stupid. The acting is horrible.
Acting? Yeah.
The acting is horrible, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like
more about the content. It's like the premise. The
Yeah.
premise is funny.
It is like you got to see this movie because sometimes, like as a kid, it's like the movie you would have like I don't know why we watched this movie as a kid, but you got to watch this movie. It's stupid.
Yeah.
But you just gotta watch this movie, and I think that does actually help with it helps with like understanding the person, bro. Our movies is what us like is
like
who
the
we
culture.
are. Yeah, or that culture of that person. Because if I'm showing you a whole bunch of hood films, I'm like, guess what? There is some hood in me, please.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, the culture of that individual that's showing these movies.
Yep,
Yeah.
and it like I don't want you to be surprised by any antics that you think may be antics. No, this is just part of me.
Yeah. Just who I am.
And then if we gotta say some quotes or do like movies, like those movies, that is actually their codes, their languages. So you can use a quote from one of those movies and won't nobody know what you're talking about.
That's true. Well, and that's like the guy who reads a bunch of books and then can quote some author you've never even heard before, but it's like that person also has like an insightfulness, you know what I mean, that someone that doesn't do that doesn't have.
Yep.
And
but it's always fun too. Like, I mean, if you was with an Indian girl,
yeah,
that's my Indian man. Show me all them Bollywood films.
Mm-hmm.
Show me this. Bro, like, because you didn't understand people.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty about it. That's why I like, man, you got to see this ratchet ass movie. You got to see it. It's important.
So what movies do you think I need to watch? Like if you're
you've seen
from your perspective, like what are the top 5? Even if I've seen them, just
okay,
like what are like the top 5 to understand? I guess from your perspective,
these movies. I think you should. Okay, you should watch. I Got the Hookup. Have you seen that? Oh, Master P. Okay, bet.
Master P's in it. I like Master
so back in the day.
That's what they called me in high school.
Oh, Master P. Oh, Master E. Oh, Master E. Excuse Master E.
That's what they called me in the 20s.
Please don't call me the ER. Don't get the cotton, sir. Anywho, don't get the cotton, sir.
Oh, that's funny.
But let me see. So, okay, Cash Money, Rockefeller, and No Limit, they all put out movies. They put out hood films. So you got to see I Got the Hookup. You got to see The Block is Hot. They pretty much named their movies, their albums.
Oh, okay.
Yo, you got to watch. I forgot that movie with Jay-Z and Dame Dash. Have you seen Belly?
Mm-mm. What's that about?
Oh my God. Okay. So you seen Blade, right?
Yeah.
Belly got the same feel. You remember Belly? You can't do Belly? Oh.
Blow?
Oh,
Blow. That's a good movie. You seen that movie?
Oh my God.
That's a really good movie.
It's sad.
It is sad. Have you ever? What's that movie?
It's sad that you be wanting the cocaine dude to win. Oh,
yeah, that's true. Well, dude, that's like what's that?
But that's how they shape it in the
say
movie.
Say hello to my little friend. That
Scarface.
guy. You want Scarface? You want to see him win the whole time?
Yeah, bro. And you know he evident up the community.
Oh hell yeah! That's the wrong agenda to be pushing. All right, and that's how the next generation's a bunch of crack addicts. I'm just saying,
bro.
That's
You ever
got
seen
El Chapo?
Have you ever seen somebody nodded off on fentanyl?
Yeah. Actually, we had a lady at my work just get fired because she was doing a bunch of pills, and fentanyl was one of them.
Bro, I saw somebody late. I thought he was taking a really good nap.
No,
I was like
just tripping.
I understand, like when you in school, you take a nap and you you in a pool of drool.
Yeah.
So I understand those naps.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, you on a park bench. How you let a pool of drool get that heavy? I said, he not. I said, so then I remembered in The Wire what that looked like, and I remember back, like I seen one crackhead back in the other day.
Yeah.
But I was like, but that looked like some other shit, bro. It looked like it don't look that's not. It is not. It's
well,
not.
That's
pretty.
when you're strung out. Like that's not crack. That'd be like heroin.
No, it was fentanyl.
No, it's fentanyl.
Well,
but I'm
they
saying
cut it
like
with
the
heroin
high.
too?
Yeah, the high, like what you would see it. It'd be a lot like heroin too.
Nodding out. Stuff.
Yeah, and you're just like literally that's what it is. You're just like nodding out.
Bro,
but it's like the trying to stay awake is what keeps you high, I guess. But it fucks with your stomach. Like it's not a fun thing to do. Like you don't feel good.
No, this would trip me out. They said there's an addiction. They said okay, hear me out. There is an addiction to a drug that has a 99 fatality rate upon the first dose.
So the high must be amazing, is what you're saying.
No. You didn't hear me out. You didn't hear me.
These people must be tripping and meeting God twice in one sitting.
There is an addiction to the death needle.
Oh, like lethal injection,
bro.
Why?
Because fentanyl is controlled in the hospitals. They put you in fentanyl, like control pain, all that stuff. It's controlled. Now ain't nothing controlled on the streets, so you getting like these weird ass hits, bro.
And shit.
Yes,
yeah.
Even the dealers, they were saying they're on this documentary.
Yeah,
that it is a 99% like kill rate. Like, how are you addicted to something that's
you know you're gonna die the first time you take it,
bro?
You got to be a suicidal person.
I don't know, bro. This is what I think. No, not think. This is what I see with that. It's scary. Mm-hmm. I always talk about the resilience of the human body.
Yeah,
my ninja, a 99% kill rate upon first hit. Like you playing Russian roulette every time you put that needle in your or take a pill with fentanyl.
Yeah.
And it's an addiction, bro. That is scary yet amazing at the same time.
Yeah.
That's scary. I ain't want to. I feel like
you're getting too loud. No, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. And if you get too loud, I'll control it. Don't worry. Don't look at that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Because I talk loud because I can hear myself.
Yeah, you're good, bro. If you need to take the headphones off, like don't try to.
Oh no, it's good. It's good.
I'll totally control you if we need to.
I think I'm being a
on
little
here.
narcissistic. I like hearing myself.
Oh,
It sounds funny.
Is it like one of those things? This is what I sound like.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like easy to do like impressions.
It is. It's a lot easier to like kind of show off your personality. What?
Fun fact about fentanyl is that if you properly dilute it, it actually kills the pain without the addiction. It's the least addictive scheduled drug in a hospital.
Fentanyl is.
So
So if you dilute it down, if you dilute fentanyl, it's not as addictive, but it still has the same effects. Yeah. So it's the street fentanyl that's fucked up.
yeah, the street fentanyl, not the stuff in the
if you
hospital.
but if you get the stuff in the hospital, you still can get addicted to that. So then you end up going to the street stuff, right? Okay.
Just like
So it's still,
painkillers.
yeah, that's true. I guess it's like OxyContin or hydrocodone or whatever. It's just the next thing.
And if you think about that, right? Like I think, when you think about how you could get addicted to a painkiller.
First off, that was some great tobacco.
Oh, you stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, how you get addicted to what you call it?
Tobacco?
Not tobacco. Painkillers.
Yeah.
That like the pain. Like I think about how much people are hiding from, and it's like you're not just hiding from the pain of like your physical, but bro, like it numbs you. Like, bro, I mean, like think about that. Like you going to work, people on to work, you dealing with people, and then you got this injury, and then you got this injury, this medicine that's helping you kill the pain.
Yeah.
And then it's alleviating that pain, but then you realizing that, damn, man, I don't care right now. Like, I like this is like you want to keep escaping. You just keep escaping, and this is why. To know self, this is why know self is important. But this is why I understand why people are afraid to sit with themselves, because they hide. Like, bro, like you pick up demons all the time, and then you like suppress shit, and like you picking up other people's demons, and then to sit with that, you got to battle that, and people don't have the
capacity to do that, because a lot of times they don't even have the capacity to deal with the shit that's going on inside themselves,
or endurance, or the physical, mental, spiritual endurance or stamina. To sit with yourself and like to face not only your demons and to get rid of shit that is not yours.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, because a lot of times if you can't focus on yourself and you can't understand like how your inner emotions work, then how can you like absorb someone else's?
I would say,
you know what I mean?
I would say more so choose. I won't say can't, because we got a choice. Because I was talking to my pops about this. I'm like, man, when you will, like, even to talk about like when you put yourself under the fire, like if you did something that you knew you could have possibly been caught with, right? Just give an example. Like you really weighed out them options.
Mm-hmm.
Like they ain't.
It's all about a decision.
That's it. Like you choose, bro. Like, and I get it. Like, because it was a decision for me. Like, I ain't talking like, oh my god, like, oh, you just scared of it. Hell no. I was like, damn, bro. I looked myself in the mirror. I physically did this. I looked myself in the mirror and called out all my bullshit. Like I looked at it and then
that's shadow work.
Yep. I looked at it. I looked at myself and then all the BS that was presented with the physical being. So I was like, okay, well that's out. I see it. Then I'm gonna handle it and take care of it.
Yep. Like that's life though, isn't it? I mean, it's like a consistent like barrage of choices. I mean, that's your entire life. So where you end up is because of the choices you made along the way.
Yep.
And if you think about it that way, it makes you just more aware of the choices you're making, because it's not like, oh my God, that's so overwhelming to think about. Now this choice can affect where I'm going to be when I'm 80. It's nothing like that. It's more that it's like you have to understand what the decisions are that you're making and then how that influences where you want to go, right? And it's not because that shouldn't overwhelm you, because with that, you would have made a choice anyways.
That and being aware of your actions and reactions.
Yeah.
You're all like it all choices lead down that few, like, bro, a choice that you make today does lead down something that's 89 years old.
Yeah.
Because if it took you to 80 years old, right, to figure that out, then you did that shadow work at 80 years old to figure that part out, right? So you like them, like, bro, that's why this is something I had a conflict with myself, and then like with others, because I was like, okay, like I'm so busy I was so busy like putting my energy out and like trying to bring people together and help people and shit like that, and like help them with their choices, but I can't like help everybody and save myself as well. And I was like, man, like how can, like, I'm so sorry, how can I make this happen and do that? And like, but you know what choices you make, and like, you're coming to me, or we're having this, and like we're all faced with it, and like faced with they're immediately like we know, like, bro, it's like real time. Like there's choice. You make a choice every millisecond. Of your day.
Well, there's such thing as micro choices and then macro choices. It's a real thing because it affects at the end of the day. Like that's why you'll see people like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk, whatever, they wear the same clothes every day because the idea is you want to lower the amount of small choices you make, so that it makes it easier for you to make those big choices. So then that part of your brain doesn't like get tired, right? Mm-hmm. So then you can keep the discipline, because think of it like this. I'm on a diet, right? And there's a bowl of Skittles, and Skittles are my favorite candy. And I have to make the decision every single day not to eat those Skittles. It starts off as a micro decision. No, I'm not going to do it. But then the more times you decide not to do it, it can become a micro decision, because you pass it by 7 times a day, and then you take one Skittle out of the bowl. Now you've just completely demolished all the discipline that you were trying to keep, right? If you're thinking of it as, all or nothing, right? So I don't know where I was going with that, but it's just these, you make these micro decisions every day, like you were saying, to put on clothes, to eat something.
The micro decision of them Skittles was not bottom motherfuckers. So it even goes that deep. Even that's how I do. That's what I did with peanut butter. I was like, man, for peanut butter, you fucking me up. I don't even buy the shit. I buy the shit as a treat. So you even take a step like, bruh, even to go back to the bowl of Skittles. Okay. So even in the moment we're choosing to like make a choice not to be or not to be, right? But we're not exercising the other choices, right? Yeah. I can knock that damn bowl of Skittles down, right? Yeah. And I ain't gotta deal with these choices.
And if you do that, it's funny because there's actually a lot of research into that. What you just said is if you demolish the thing, like you do that, you decide I'm going to flip the table over. Fuck those things of Skittles. Yep. It'll be easier for you, even if you're cleaning up the Skittles, to then go, I don't want these Skittles anymore. And you can then go longer because you've completely demolished that thought in your brain. Your brain's like, whoa, okay, you punch in the face. You know
what that art is called? Effort. Mm-hmm. That is called the art of effort. That is somebody's book. Isn't that somebody's book?
No, the art of I don't give a fuck.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
So
no, you're right. That's what it is. I don't give a fuck.
Yep. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it.
I told somebody the other day, I was like, bro, y'all really underestimate the power of that word. I was like, bro, okay. He's like, man, I'm having a hard time doing this. No, you're not.
Yeah.
I was like, let's look at it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I said, if it's bothering you that much, then go do something that's not bothering you that way. F it. Leave it alone. Are you gonna do something about it? Then F it.
Then fuck it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, bro, like that's where you have to like just, you gotta like make the decision on what truly matters, and like you just be aware of your choices. That's why I like so the conflict, I was like, bro, I was conflicted with the grace of humanity. I was conflicted with like, but they got choices. But now I'm just like, bruh, like I came down here in the form just like everybody else. Yeah. So there's been many a times I could have let a situation and situations
affect your vibration.
Affect it, and like and be in a whole nother space and be in you need to be in a whole nother space that could be negative. You know, that is shit. I've been. It just reminds me of what you said. You want to talk about law of attraction, because I was thinking about that. It's kind of funny how it played out, because when I started to like realize this, I was like, well, damn. I keep focusing on all this bad stuff, and I'm choosing to focus on it. Or I won't say bad stuff, but I'm choosing on all the things that's keeping
lower
me
vibration.
It's like
for sure,
it's keeping me here. So let me focus on what is keeping my vibration high.
Yeah.
So then that's because law of attraction is that. But see, they taught it.
I think that the like main idea of the law of attraction isn't wrong, but I think it's looking at it from the wrong perspective. It's looking at it on the physical realm, and it's not taking into account the two other realms that you have to take into account when you're thinking about like the law of correspondence, the law of vibrations, and how they all, because that's the beautiful thing about the 12 laws of the universe, is that they all meld to each other. They all play off of each other. The law of attraction plays off the law of correspondence. If you don't understand the law of correspondence, the law of vibrations, you don't understand how the law of attraction works. But the way they teach it, from a lot of the things that I've been seeing and trying to do my own research, a lot of it is just like AI, or it's the same thing regurgitated, or it's talking about financial success and talking about success. When you understand that's not even the point. That's not even the point of the law of attraction. That's not the point of the 12 laws of life or the universe. It's not the point for you to be successful. The point is to find fulfillment.
That damn movie, and that book effed it all up, bro.
Yeah,
it effed it all up because like I had that. Okay, no joke. Okay, I'm okay. Let me be neutral about it. Let me get in the center before I put any emotions in it. Because I'm gonna go in. Because I'm glad you said that shit, bro.
Ham, bro.
I'm glad you said that, bro. Because all right, so
listen,
in the beginning, right? So in the beginning, like in your in your journey, and there's usually always a time when you get fired or you at a low point, right? Yeah. These things do pop up, right? Yeah. And it's funny, like, oh, get a house, you want to make $10,000, all that shit, right? Like, for some reason,
that stuff starts popping up.
That shit just start popping up, right? So then, and it's always sales. And then sales,
it's so easy to manipulate when you're in that low vibration.
Bro, I'm like, bro, like, so the sales, and then with sales, you get somehow, either somebody presented to you, somehow that damn book or them old philosophers, the law of attraction comes into you. Just to say on a subject, the law of attraction, that damn movie and that book, the law of attraction pops up, right? So I remember going through my stuff. Like I saw the movie.
What movie? The Law of Attraction?
Yeah, I saw the movie Law of Attraction. Even Brooke was like, man, yeah, it's cool and stuff, but they kind of saying what you were saying, right? Well, they twist
it.
Yep. So I remember going through my experiences with myself, and like, so to go back to like calling out your own BS, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I was like, wait a minute. Well, then I'm denying I'm denying this attraction if I'm calling this out. I'm calling my BS out to cleanse it. So now I'm going to focus on my highest vibe. So now I'm going to attract what I want. So I was like, wait a minute. They're not teaching the law of attraction in its negative in how you're doing it every day.
Yeah.
They're only telling you, yes, write your affirmations in this, but it's always about material shit. It's always about, oh man,
physical realm.
Yep, I got my Lamborghini and stuff like that, and all it is, bro, all it is reminding your ass to stay consistent. A ritual is consistency.
Yeah.
Law of attraction, and this is what I realized. I was like, wait, faith without works, you stupid raggedy mother effers, bro. Yeah. Like, faith without work, that's law of attraction. Okay, you have an idea, you have a faith that it's going to work, you believe that it's going to work. Now you know it's going to work because now you're working. Yeah. Now you're moving with it.
Yep.
Attraction, and then when you're complaining about something, the reason it gets worse because that you're not doing anything but complaining. There is no action to change the situation. So you're going to constantly keep bringing in negative. That thing gonna spiral into more BS. Oh damn, I lost my job. Oh damn, I lost my house. Oh damn, lost my car. Oh damn, these sound like it just keeps.
But it's a balancing. Like if you think about it again, like talking about the law of balance, that is the trial and tribulation, and that going down that spiral is what you're not supposed to do, right? Because if you continue down that spiral, then your vibration is lowered, and now everything's in balance because your physical realm matches. Because what happens is, right, is the inner realm, right, is not matching the outer realm, the physical realm, and the universe has to balance this one way or the other, and it's going to give you this trial and tribulation. We've talked about this on the podcast before.
I won't say that is what the conflict was. Like, I won't say that you are not supposed to go down the spiral. Because
100%. I agree.
Because some people first time here. There's been people like you're not supposed to continue to like everything. 100%. Like, just like your mama or your dad say, "Why the fuck you keep doing that?" Mm-hmm. Like you keep like, "Why the fuck you keep doing that?" Like we're supposed to go down. If we're in a new experience, then we're supposed. If we're new, then there is no equilibrium, so we have to go through it all to then gain it. But if it's not new and you've been there before. Goes back to motherfucking choices, right? Yeah. Now you attracted already. It ain't nothing but and right now we just hits y'all as a spiral. It's like, bruh, it's the first like what is it? The fool me once,
shame on you.
Yup, and that fool me once is you going down the spiral the first time, like.
But like you said, I think everyone needs to do that because that is a part of life. Like a part of life, you're good. Yep. A part of life is. Having to go through that trial and tribulation, I mean, that builds empathy for other people that have been through hard times. Yep. We all have to go through hard times. And like you said, sometimes maybe it's like, okay, maybe you shouldn't go this way.
Not all the time.
And I think that to tap into that, if you're able to be that aware, you really have to be aware of your inner world and going, okay, where do I want to go? And this is the path. I had a fork in the road. This is where I went. Right, this. I decided to go left when I should have went right.
And you see, I already started that you just reminded me of accountability. So it's like this, you know how like, and there's actually like a real meaning behind what I'm about to say with the planets and transits. But you got, it's you and another person, right? One person gets away with some F shit, right? Yeah. Just do a whole bunch of stupid stuff.
Fuck shit.
Right. And you like but they're getting caught or anything. But if you do it, you're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
And you're hit with these level of awareness. And then even when you tell them what's about to happen, they're not trying to hear it. So whether they choose to be aware or not aware of it, and they're just gonna go do it, which then can definitely change the course of any action. But it's just it's that same example. Like, all right, no matter if you're 12 years old, you aware of these choices right now. How you aware? Shit, you gotta be accountable for that because your ass is aware. Awareness is a level of accountability.
Yeah.
Awareness is your choices. Awareness attracts it increases your awareness because they got everybody in the third dimension with law of attraction, writing.
Or we're still fourth dimensional beings.
This multi-dimensional. Yeah. What I told your ass, bro.
Well, no, that's something I want to talk about today. Was living in the fourth dimension because it's something you talked about a lot, like talking about in the fourth dimension, thinking in the fourth dimension, and I never really understood what that meant, and so I really started doing some real research into it, and it's something that was kind of interesting to me because then you understand like again, it's just understanding a lot of stuff we've been talking about, the outer world, the inner world, these different.
Have you seen that? Have you seen? There's a little documentary called Outer World, Inner World. Mm-hmm. All right, it's on YouTube. Check it out.
Okay,
check it out. You'll love it. Go ahead, check it.
But no, it's just because I had more or less questions about that.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff I found was like, I'm just going to say my bullet points here, and we'll just go from there. Think freely on the future using emotional visualization, which is a kind of a term that I haven't seen. Emotional visualization. I'll talk about that to accomplish this. You picture, think, and then you accept. You picture something you want, you hold the picture in your mind, and then you hold the feeling in your heart. And then you accept, and then acceptance of the past is living in the fourth dimension. So fourth dimension is being able to live in the past, present, and future all at once, right? And so with that, can you dig a little bit deeper into what that means based off that?
You see it real time. Repeat exactly what you just said. Repeat, like, just repeat.
I don't want to.
Just, I'm telling you, repeat what you said, because I have to break it down like this, like, because, like, repeat for real.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the first one?
You're thinking,
the bullet point.
Freely on the future.
All right.
That's the first one.
Think freely on the future, right? I'm not about to talk about how we do it. I'm about to talk about how it's done to you, because that knowledge is given to be like, this is how you do it. This is how you do it.
Oh yeah.
But so think freely. So you can think freely, right? What was it? Think freely and what?
Oh, think freely on the future.
So you can think freely
on your goals with an open heart.
Yep. Right. Exactly. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Right. And what was the second one?
Okay. So this is one I kind of wanted to talk about. Using emotional visualization to accomplish this.
Okay, here we go.
So emotional visualization.
That's all right, bet. Think freely using emotional visualization.
Yep.
And we're live.
Yep.
Hello, guys. This is Chuck Daly with your 4:00 news, and we're here to give you a few disturbing images right now. This has happened. That has happened. 150,000 people have drowned in the Atlantic Ocean in the whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
That imagery is played, right? Oh my God, the planes have crashed, or no, this is about to happen, right? Yeah. And I'm going this route for a reason. I see this all the time, right? You see it all the time. I'm thinking freely, right? And oh man, crime bill, man, we gotta stop guns, right? Boom, whatever. I don't care, whatever.
Yeah.
We need this law passed. This needs to be happening. I can think freely through what imagery. Now we have imagery, you said emotional. Now I've got the emotional riled up. So now I can create the society that needs to be. What was the third one?
You have to picture the thing you want in your mind, then hold the picture in your mind, and then hold the feeling that you get from the picture in your heart, and that's emotional visualization.
Man, guys, bro, just imagine, man, all these people coming in, bro. People gonna be broke, man. You're gonna be hungry. You're gonna be this. You're gonna be that, right? All that feeding your spirit, sitting on that. It is now creating that right now. We all sit in our little selves in our little pods, and we were like, oh man, a community can be like that. But that's what you're up against. You're up against, what was number 4?
And then acceptance of the past.
So now, because it had already happened, you have to now accept. You got to accept that. Oh man, this is a possibility that hasn't happened.
If I fly next time, it might
yes,
crash.
Right. So you're creating that. Now that is how societies are created. This is how control is created. But you take that same knowledge. It's the same knowledge, right? This is fair. This is karma. This is universal law. It's not that it's not known.
Yeah.
It's just that we don't see it. Have to say it that way because everything is fluffed up to make people feel good, and then they lose sight of how that same sword is being used against them. So now you're just offensive. You're not defensive. You have to know how that same ability is used against you, and that can be used that how it is again. How it can be used against you. Same principles you live every day. So then if you don't subscribe to the world around you that you think is being created, and then just focus in on the world you're trying to create, then now that applies. You see real time that, damn, man, well, they said it was going to happen, but like if you're up against billions of energy, like true energy making things happen, like we are conduits. So when you pull your energy back, because our energies is that powerful, is that great, is that, magnificent and epic, it creates these worlds. You can create your own worlds. That's why, like, if there's a catastrophe that happens or whatever, and you find yourself straight. Sorry, not sorry, but I think that is a metaphysical thing as well.
With being straight?
No, that you're not like everybody. Sorry, that everybody is let's say
you're good.
There's you're good in this catastrophe.
No, yeah, because I think if you again, that manipulation, right? If you're taking it from the media's perspective, right? Because that is something that I feel a lot of people go through. You get mad because, like I was talking about earlier, from Fox News because of what they're saying. That's how you need to feel.
Yes.
So they're affecting you on 4 dimensions, right? Because next time you fly, right, you're not going to be able to think freely about, oh, maybe I'm not going to fly. Maybe I should take a train, or something like that. But if you're thinking freely about the future, you're thinking, well, if you really think about it, it's more safe to fly an airplane than it is in a car. So maybe I'll be fine, right? And then if you're using emotional visualization, you're really sitting there, you're thinking about it, and it's like, no, because like the last 4 times I flew, I was fine, and I went to Ohio, right? And that was a lot of fun when I went to Ohio. I did that, I saw this concert, shit like that. And that's using emotional visualization because you're opening your heart now to that. You're not just using your logical brain. If you're using the logical brain, then you're just, that's what the media wants you to do, because then that's where a lot of the fear can drive that. You're good. And then again, the acceptance of the past would be next time you fly going, listen, I know that I know 9/11 happened, but we still all fly today, right? And that's an extreme example, but that's, again, living on the 4th dimension in your own way would be, next time I'm going to fly, it's okay. Even though they don't want me to, for some reason, the New World Order doesn't want people to fly because of COVID or whatever.
This is where I want people to. You stupid, bro. I wasn't about these people, bro. I wasn't about to touch it. Oh, okay. So you ever heard of, like, you probably seen it. I was like, oh man, how to lock into the 5D and shit like that.
Yeah.
Bruh. Okay. Everything is constantly moving. We're always in many dimensions.
Yeah.
In the same time, real time. But we have to understand each of those. We find out within ourselves, but you got people like, oh my God, eat strawberries and shit to get the. I'm like, bro, what?
To get the 5, unlock your DNA,
bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro,
do this test today.
Oh my God, dude!
Unlock your bigger dick size.
Oh my dog!
I'm telling you, press on the ad.
5D, the 5D, the 5D. But I'll be like, bro, and it gets people stuck. Because then it's like we're multidimensional. I mean, shit. Da Vinci drew the Vitruvian Man. I mean, what more
do you have to say? The Vitruvian Man.
No, bro, it shows everything multi-dimension, and even the law of relativity, bro. So it's like everything is happening real time, and it's like I thought it was funny. It said think freely, and that's one of the issues too, because we're not supposed to think.
Well, wouldn't be thinking if you think about it, because thinking, right, gives you awareness.
The brain, right. The brain is a receptor.
100%.
Yes. So you're not supposed to
think would be because if you're just a receiver, you're getting thousands of thoughts a day, right? And thinking is focusing and being aware enough. Okay, that's the thought that I need to have.
So this is what I'm getting at. It says think freely. How am I going to think free when I am a receiver? It should be thinking is putting shape and logic. If I'm receiving, then I'm receiving those that intended. Bro, we use our bodies in reverse. Hold on. Okay. We use our bodies in reverse. We don't even have to. This is why we have eyes. This is why we got ears. This is why we got our dermis. This is why we have our fingernails. This is all this. This is why, even beyond any of this, how we're able to draw and be, even before words were even created. Words were slowly formulated through somebody, obviously, like thinking and shaping in word and trying to quantify something. But in its truest, to get your fullest potential, the brain is a receiver, because your eyes, your fingers, your skin is always, your ears is always receiving information. So you're constantly influenced by what's around you. Now, awareness is instinctual. Awareness then becomes instinctual because you're picking that up. The thought becomes the choice, within shapes the shapes what it shapes the movement. It shapes the movement. But if we are constantly thinking, if I'm thinking to be free, then I'm not free. If I'm just receiving, then I can just receive and then discern. To think, that when we got people say, I'm telling you to think, when I'm looking at my phone, I'm thinking freely about a choice, which goes back to how they teach this law of attraction. Like, because to think is to always think about a shape, and to only think about a shape is just to think about a shape is to know the shape has already been created. The law of attraction doesn't invoke creativity as they teach it. And people they always ask for things, they don't ask for the ability. So the feeling is like, oh, I want this. No, give me the ability to then be able to create, not give me this. Like, this is why everything got distorted. This is why people everything became self-interest. This is why
when you're receiving, because I have a question, because when you're receiving it in the perspective of like you just said, God damn it, what did you just say? That was the last, like, your how'd you put it? You said it like this. I don't remember what you said.
What the brain receives, right? And
never mind, keep going.
To think in logic.
I'm stoned.
No, it's all good. But no, and like that's where, like, so when they teach it like that, that's why you got, bruh. My frustration become because it's like people are like capitalizing on it, and it's negative. Man, I'm out on TikTok. I just got to go to this because shadow work is a form of, as we talk about, form of law of attraction, right? It's a form of all this. They're like, okay, man, y'all get this shadow work book, bro. It works wonder, man. Y'all can get if you spend money on somebody telling you a shadow work book, bro. No, let me just shut up. Bro. You don't need to buy no damn book. You don't need to do your dark work. It's the same. So it's like, oh man, clear your space. And they're teaching it in this third dimensional way. Got people. Because I had a conversation with somebody and I was listening to them and they were like, oh yeah, I did that. Yeah. Because I know she said, like, I'm in the 5D. Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about right now? Yeah. I wanted to wring a fucking neck. Yeah. Like, because it's the teaching and it has people so lost in the flesh. And when you're lost in the flesh, you become a narcissist. People don't even know it. They become lovers of themselves. And like the teachings, all that becomes successful. That's where all that shit gumbos and it got distorted. But when you teach people how to use themselves, understand that's why I always talk about like the intricates, like as best I can, how we're doing this and how it's being done to us. Yes, we can understand it, but if you understand how all of this, like, first of all, like why it matters, how it matters, when it matters, where it matters, like mainly how it's being done to you, to then have a better understanding, and people will get it. Then it will create empathy. It will create empathy. It's just how it's
so then instead of thinking freely, what are you thinking?
You just be free. You just be. That's why we always say be. Just
be open to the reception, to the receiving.
Just
what
be.
You're receiving.
Don't put nothing on it. And I really like. It's hard, like, and as we think about the monks, I understand when the monks choose a vow of silence. I understand it, bro, with all my soul and heart, because I swear at times I'll be like, bro, I can't do it because it's not that time. But I'm like, oh, I get it, because there are no words. Words. It's weird because I don't, bro. Like, that's what the law of attraction is. It's the words, how you put them together. It ain't nothing but magic. We do magic all the fucking time, bro. Like, that's just what it is. We are magical beings, and it's that. And it's like, bro, there's no words, and it distorts. Words distort things. You look how words got people up in an uproar, bro. We was talking about words when we first got on, the N word, and I never said that it made me mad or anything like that. I said I laughed at it, bro. So it's like if I be, because then if I'm be, right. So think about art. Yeah. If I'm being, and I am just outside, bless up. If I'm being, right, I ain't thinking about nothing. I can eat whether I'm at work. I can be at work, be inspired. Then that being, now I'm receiving, now I'm invoked with inspiration. Because then if I'm just being, it's not that we're not thinking. You're aware, you're walking, you came to work, you're doing all this other stuff. You don't have to think about being aware, just like your lungs don't, you don't have to tell your lungs to breathe. You know, it comes. But if I'm just being, like that, I am attracting. Because then if I'm being, then you aware. Then you aware of everything that you're doing. You're aware. You can't help but to be aware, because you're aware if your toe go to the left or right, like if you're in a state of being. So now if I'm being inspired, man, think about it, bro. We do it all the time. Go with, like, man, you go to, like, maybe your favorite park or something because it got nice houses, it's got nice grass, the water's nice, it's a vibe. It's just a vibe. It's just a vision that you see, right? Like, and to go into that space, you don't have to say anything. You don't even think about nothing. You just enjoy and you take in, attract, be, receive the feeling, the emotion, the invocation of what you want, because I'm in this space. So now my nerve, I don't need to think about how I'm gonna get there.
You're gonna get there. We've talked about this before.
Yup. Yeah. This is what movement. Yes. Yeah. Is that, bro? Like, if I had a tail, it'd be wagging. I'm like, dog, that's what it is. This is why you see think. See, and in thinking blocks, thinking shapes, thinking stops. Like, it's ain't nothing wrong with thinking. Let it go. Yeah. Be. Trust yourself, your instincts. This is why we were built with instincts, right? Yeah. Know how all of yourself is working, how you work, how you move. It ain't, bro. There's things I hadn't even said that I've attracted because I just saw it. Yeah. But sometimes I'm like, man, I get lost in, like, at one point I would get lost in the world, but like, oh man, let me write this. And some things I did right and it happens, but it was a feeling and shit invoked behind it as well. But I have noticed in my life, like, as I learn and speak this, I'm not speaking it just to be like that. I'm like, dude, this is something that I had learned. I was like, what? Because it just made sense. Because I was thinking about, I was like, well, if I'm no thing, we talk about if I'm no thing, then let me just be everything that I want, right? Yeah, like, right. Then exactly. I can just shape.
If you're nothing, then you're everything.
Yeah, right. So then that's what it is. This is why, like, and this is, bro. This is not saying like, oh man, get hung up on fucking words, but it is an awareness.
Well, like you said before, different words have different vibrational meanings to them. I mean, I think be or being might have some of the highest vibrational meanings because it's a different kind of state. It's a different understanding. Like oneness is a different word than individuality. Yep. You know what I mean? And so it's just like the understanding the different vibrational meanings of these words, and they do really have an influence on what you do.
Words are so, bro.
Words are powerful.
Words are so powerful that they created the Constitution. Yeah. Wait a minute. Your lawyers are magicians. They are wordsmiths, bro.
Ooh, bars.
Think about it.
SoundCloud rapper?
Come on, man. SoundCloud, Dat Piff. Dat Piff.
Sounds like you've thought of this before.
That piff. No,
You like
bro.
the hype beast in the background?
Oh, right.
Yeah. That piff.
That piff. Bruh. Dog, no, there's a law book. There's a law book that is like, you better know it. Like, you better, like, dude, it flips the, bro, it is like, bro, what they do with words, bro.
Oh, I think
It's
I know
like the
what you're
dark
talking
law
about.
book or something like that.
No, I know what you're talking about. It's there's a word for what that is. What double talk, double speak.
That, but no, I gotta find a video. I'm gonna send it to you, bro.
Okay.
This man talk about, they got this. It's like another book, and like, it's how they, the work, bro. It's like, you gotta read and break things down.
You do. You have to really understand it.
If I wonder
That's
at
on
times,
purpose. That's on
yeah,
purpose.
dude, that's
Totally on purpose.
when you hear about the
Yeah.
J, talking about with the J, when somebody, but when it gets down to, well, this letter wasn't invented till 18. You mean telling me letters were invented? So that changes the course of histories and stuff like that,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, if you think about it like that, I mean, the times that certain languages have gone extinct, like Latin or Greek, so then now the Bible has to be translated over, and then this one word has 7 different meanings. So now you can manipulate what the Bible means to your own advantage, which is in history the King James Bible. So I don't want to be nobody trying to cancel me over that shit. That's true. The King James Bible, they did that, and they tried to make it basically say that the king was basically the Pope in reference to God. And then they also said thou shalt kill, so I had to burn all of them. But if you read it, it's again going back to that, what you're saying. So a word or a letter can have 7 different meanings. So then now you can manipulate that meaning over the course of 7 different translations.
Bro, put 10 people in a line, give them one passage, and ask each of them what they think it means.
Yep.
I bet you're gonna get a different meaning.
What by the end of it, 100%.
But bro, like,
everybody will have their own opinion on
Yep.
it because of your own experiences, your own values, your own morals, the way you think about things. Everybody has their own thought process, you know, and it's like when you think about it, man, it's just, you know, we're so individual, but yet there are things that intertwine us, and that's the beautiful intricacy of life.
That's why testimonies are important.
Yeah.
That's why that's why I speak especially now. I'm just like, bro, y'all, like, you got to look at how you live in life. There's so many translations, and I was like, the best translation is just. Sorry, shit. The best you good. The best translation is to, like, be quiet. Like, the best that's the best translation is to be quiet, still. Be up, and is because everything gets confused in our anecdotal experiences should just only be testimonies to just teach each other, not to sit on it. And you know, on one end, if we chose to argue those 10 different points, we got a problem. Yeah. But on the other end, we could be like, oh, well, that's where you got that out of that. Well, then why you got that out of that? Well, because I felt like this, or I went through this situation. Those could be 10 different testimonies, or 10 people arguing about one passage.
Yeah, that's the truth. Well, if you think about it, like, what is it, the Quran?
I don't know why you about to say the Quran.
No, it's the Quran or whatever the Jewish Bible is.
The Kabbalah?
No,
not the
Kabbalah.
Oh, no.
I think
the Jewish Bible?
Yeah, the Jewish Bible. The Torah.
The Torah.
In the Torah, there is like generations, thousands of years worth of arguments about passages. And it's different rabbis will go in and they write in like the Master Torah their opinion about this passage. And you can then, and you know, they all speak Hebrew, so you then know like what Master Rabbi from 10,000 years ago, what he thought about this passage. Right. And then they'll go down and each rabbi writes about this passage. But with that being said, each one is different. It's a 1,000-year argument that they're having with each other.
So it's that's a written argument.
It's a written argument over thousands of years about different passages.
That's crazy.
And so like a rabbi will go in, and I don't know if I don't know too much about it. My dad's one that was telling me about it. He knows all about that stuff. I had him on about religion and stuff. He's all about that. But he so they have these conversations, and it'll be about like this one passage, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, right? Okay, so I argue about it like this. So it's not the wife next door, but it's the wife on the left. That's what he meant, because the right hand of God. So you can't do that side, but you can do the left side, right?
Yep.
So then, then the next rabbi 100 years later comes in and goes, no, well, it's actually the left, or it's actually you can have it on the right, but not the left.
Yep.
And then it comes in, well, you can't do it at all. And that's how it goes. So again, it's a thousands of year worth of arguments over a passage. So
is it? Oh, go ahead.
No, it's just like, if you can interpret a passage that many different ways, exactly. Should it really be law? Like, should it really be like
for real?
Like the things that we're thinking about, how we make our moral decisions? Should it, like, if it can be converted into that many different, ideas about one word?
Mm-hmm.
Really, come on. Should you be devoting your whole life to it?
Is there any? And I'm asking, are there any like recorded conversations with every known like possible religion? I'm gonna just use religion.
What do you mean when you say religion?
Is there any like recorded conversations of just people just sitting there coming together?
Like councils? Yes.
Yep. Like
there are.
You got the Quran Council. You got the Bible Council.
So yes, that's the thing. So over the thousands of years, so how we got to the Bible today, it wasn't always the Bible. It started off as the first, 7 books or whatever of the Bible. I know I'm going to butcher a lot of this, but the first 5 or 7 books of the Bible are the first 5 books of the Torah, right? And so, what happens is, let's say it was 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, right? They were, these Christians are coming along, or these Catholics, whatever, and they're starting to use our Bible, or our books. So let's make a council and decide what they can use, what books can go in their book.
Well, hold on. Well, I was more so hold on. Keep that. I want to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Do they actually have people talking?
Yes.
Not
recorded. You can sit down and go find the conversation.
Yeah. But a solid ass conversation.
Well, they have oracles, from Roman times. They have written down oracle on tablets and stuff like that. Is that what you mean?
No, hold on. Okay, let's say you got they got the Bible, you got the Quran, you got the Torah, you got.
Oh, there's so many. There's a lot more out there.
Bless up.
Do you know any other ones? You got the Quran, the Torah, the Bible.
Okay, let's just say those are the main
3.
ones.
Those are the big 3.
Yeah, the big 3, right? Is there anybody sitting down talking and saying
not now,
with okay.
With an understanding.
Yeah, and they just trying to piece it together some grown ass men talking. Yeah. Do we have any of that?
Not nowadays. Not
maybe
modern.
We should try and find it.
We should make that.
And maybe we should make it happen.
Religions.
Bro, look, let's just have this conversation. It's solid. It ain't
100% though. I think that's something that needs to happen.
Bro, I think that will be dope.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I want to hear. I'm sorry, bro.
This is I guess going off on a tangent here. It's the history of the creation of what as the Bible today. So, thousands of years ago, there was no Bible, right? It was just the Torah, the Quran. Really, if you think about the major ones, I'm sure there are other ones, but eventually the Christians and Catholics came along, and they're like, well, we have these, books. We want to use these books. So then they would have this council. All these rabbis and priests and everyone would get on this council, and they decide which books go into the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And the only books that could go into the Bible were the ones that were written in Hebrew, because you can't use the ones that were written in other languages, because those are bad languages. Those are dead languages, right? And so, this happens every few thousand years, where they have this council where they decide, okay, what books are going to stay and go in the Bible.
It's happening in China right now, right?
I have no idea.
No, it's happening.
Is it?
China.
Oh, that's wild to think about. I didn't know that.
No, it's happening. Yeah. They rewrite.
Are they really?
Bro, it's a big deal. That's crazy you talking about that. That's happening right now, bro.
Look it up.
That's crazy. It's happening right now. What the fuck? That's happening right now in China.
So over thousands of years, they'll have okay, this language is extinct. You have to take this book out. And then what will happen is now they have to translate it again, right? So this is where the manipulation, and they add books in. Well, if you think about it like this, the book of John is just John's telling of what happened.
Mhm.
The book of Matthew is just Matthew's telling of what happened. It's not God. It's not a prophet.
Mhm.
It's just this guy, this dude, this journalist, if you want to think about it like that, who was there and saw what happened, and he's talking about it.
You
That's
seen
all
Book of
it is.
Eli?
I have not seen the book. Wait. No, I haven't.
Well, then that's your other black ass
That's
movie.
another podcast movie I got. I'm telling you, once I watch all these, I'm about 3 movies away from saying the N-word.
Go watch Book of Eli. Watch
Book-
that. Well,
Which one is Book of Eli?
that's Denzel Washington when he's a blind dude whooping people's ass and he going across the
I gotta watch
it's
it.
post-apocalyptic. And
Oh,
he,
okay. I guess you're giving me spoilers.
oh shit, my
But
bad.
it's got Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington, my
Okay,
bad.
I'll watch it. I like Training Day. That was a great movie.
Yep.
Fences.
Go see it. Watch. I mean, not watch.
I'll go
it.
watch
You can
it.
find it.
Yeah,
It's-
I'll stream it
you'll be like
illegally.
you.
I'll
And-
pirate it.
No, you ain't got to.
Like with one leg. I'll get a peg
Shit,
leg.
it might be on Tubi.
It probably is on Tubi.
Tubi is free.
You know what else?
I think we can get our little skit that we put on Tubi. How it looks.
That's
It
a good
reminds-
idea.
yeah,
We can
bro.
do that.
She a big job guy. She on Tubi. Like
Oh, yeah.
all you do like an hour long.
Bro,
Shoot,
I
yeah,
go for an hour
bro.
long every Saturday night.
That'd be baby number 2.
It's like,
I'm not touching
we're
it.
good.
You stupid, bro.
No, this is actually something else I wanted to dig deeper into because I was noticing some of these things on TikTok and YouTube were getting popular, right? Meditation. It was something that we had dug into that I feel we haven't gone far enough into because you don't hear enough about it. Is that are you okay?
Because you want me to like slash that. You want me
Nope, not exactly. I want to talk about a different perspective of meditation that you don't hear too much about.
All
So
right.
I believe that there's different types of meditation. And when I say that, not just meditating as in sitting there, closing your eyes, holding your fingers a certain way, breathing. I don't believe that's the only way that you
I
can.
mean, there isn't.
I think
there's
you
more than
can,
one.
you work out, that's meditating.
Mm.
You can have a conversation, that's meditative. You can, what other ways? And then there's the classical meditation where you're sitting down and this is something I wanted to kind of talk to you about and see if you could have any other different styles of meditation, because I think it'd be important for not just me, but also the listeners to know that you can find meditation in different ways than just sitting there and closing your eyes, because you can build up to something like that. If that's really difficult for you, I truly believe that's something you can build, because that's what I did. I'll use my example in my life for that. I understood how, like working out, and it was a meditative state for me when I'd run and get that runner's high. Oh, okay. So it's like if I'm breathing, and then I would use that same breathing in my meditation, and I would reach the same amount of clarity in the meditation, and I would find things, and I'd do my own shadow work and whatever, And so, like, I was able to correlate these two things. And I think that it's important for especially like a real beginner to go, okay, you don't like just have to search through it this way. You can also find it in conversations you have with people. You can find it the way you work out. You can find it through these other aspects of life.
Okay.
Because I almost consider like a flow state meditative as well.
So
Art. Yeah. Drawing art. That can be meditative.
it depends. So just like yoga poses, and
Yep,
just
yoga.
like mudras, just like it's like everything. Like there's just a different meaning for it. Like there's a different meaning for everything, right?
Mhm.
Like so every like to a meditative state is a high state, focal state, higher state.
Mhm.
And there's a more advanced, higher state. Sitting down, what I found that is the most powerful.
For sure. I agree 100%.
So the reason being, like the movement aspect, most people, everybody moves.
Yep.
So when you the first step will be like, okay, well, just to give you the awareness, give somebody the awareness when they are in the meditative state.
Yeah.
I bet awareness 1. So then at first I wouldn't tell people this, but now looking at society, I'm like, nah, yeah, y'all gotta sit your asses down.
Yep. I agree. Be
Because
still.
yeah, because then you'll come back to movement, but though you've been moving so much,
Yeah.
so you have to do the yin. So you have to like.
You've been spending too much time with Yang.
Yep.
Yep.
There it is. I'm
That's
saying
racist.
movement. I ain't say shit.
Yeah.
But like that is but like that's where, yes, through many forms of movement,
You can find meditation.
exactly.
Yeah.
But we already moving.
Yes.
Shit, you in meditative state like that. Meditation doesn't mean meditation doesn't mean oh you're tapped in. It just means you're super focused. But then when you're by yourself, then you're
It's
being
a different kind of meditation.
Yep.
Yeah. See, so that's the thing. It's different types of
Because
meditation.
I tell people like this now. If you want to experience your fullest self, you want to experience your whole self. If you want to experience your truth, then sit by yourself.
Yeah.
And be the observer of self, and actually observe everything about you that you know and don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That like be aware of when you are in a meditative state during the day. Okay, so if I'm in a meditative state, then if you're in a meditative state, you're in a vulnerable state. So your defenses are down.
Yeah.
So okay, first up, be aware when you're in a meditative state. Cool. And then when you are, then use it to your advantage. Next up, sit your ass down, and then just focus on your breathing. So then you can have that equilibrium because it'll all balance out. But 90% of people, I would say, just sit down, because that's going to offset. It's going to offset the day because it heals. Like think about it. We actually have a real time. We have regenerative tissue, with our body. So our body heals like we see it real time.
Mm-hmm.
So and even like it's so resilient that it heals through movement.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So then if I'm sitting down and still like if I'm moving 80% of my life with hardly any rest, when I'm still, now my body can actually recalibrate. Yeah. And now get back to the circadian rhythm of the earth and your natural vibration, because you came here as a vibration timestamp, through the cosmos. And then that gets distorted. So when you're in stillness, your vibration it's like tuning back up. It's like turning the radio. So your radio station, everything goes, it plays a happy tune, then somehow, man, you start going through life and go, so you're all that damn moving, you ain't got no signal. So when you sit down, it starts to tune. 102.5. Welcome. It's the Mars station. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why sitting down is important, because now you can get back to yourself. Mm-hmm. You can to your truth. I don't even want to use the word self, but to your truth. And you can to your knowing of self, to knowing yourself, but then gain that empathy, because then when you sit down with yourself, like it just brings up everything, and you just gotta be brave. Be brave. I'm gonna be nice about it. You gotta be brave with yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta be brave with yourself, man. It's like, all right, well, shit. If you knew you dealt with some demons, then just Dante's Inferno. Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Get ready to put the armor on. If you're gonna sit down, all right, man. Let me put this armor on. Let me go handle this real quick. Yeah. It's your shit, but that's what, like, it's the balance. Like, I feel like if somebody was sitting their ass down all day, man, get your ass up and move. We're gonna do some flow. We're gonna do some Tai Chi. Mm-hmm. Then that person will get into it, and they would have a Kundalini movement because he wasn't moving.
Yeah.
You would tell that person to get into, oh man, try flow. Let's try some flow stuff. Try some flow. Go some yoga. Actually, Diamond Dallas Page. Didn't he start that yoga program
for wrestlers and stuff like that? But he's like one of those guys that like has like 4 vertebrae missing, like all of them are like touching each other. Yeah. But he's one of those guys that can just do a split standing up.
He heals himself.
No cold, through yoga.
Mm-hmm. Through people losing weight off his shit.
Yeah,
it's true, bro.
And he said that it helped him get off of like painkillers and shit like that.
It does.
So I think that it's like that's one of those things, like it's just another confirmation that it's something that everybody needs to be doing.
Well, we got away from our bodies. I mean, look at it. I mean, is there real time to look at from when we were the most active meaning we, in you can see this in rural times, not rural times, but rural areas where people are like Amish, we actually still do work, like their movement, living society, communities and stuff.
Yeah.
And then look at it today. It's like, it makes sense. Like if we're this convenient, then we're that much more sick. If we're moving a lot, we're a lot more healthy. We're stronger. Our immune system was better. We can withstand a lot more. But to go down a spiral. So we're down in our spiral, which is cool. We're gonna come back up because we now know how to equalize this convenience to then keep our being in our vessel like strong. And we came down in this form. It's like, okay, man, gotta be for something.
For sure.
So shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's different forms. It's like which one is what is best for you right now.
For sure.
It will unlock something special. That's all I would say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
But
I just think it's something that, especially in the world we're in today, like not a lot of people can just sit down.
I think they're scared, bro.
100%. There's a fear to it. Because you're afraid of you're afraid of yourself.
People are more, bro. Just like how we be saying, people be saying like your own worst enemy.
That's the truth. There's no more true than it is now.
Because think about when somebody tell you something about yourself and you don't want to hear it. You get mad as fuck.
Yeah.
Be like, that's why I tell people, man, own up to your own shit. Because if somebody tell you about yourself, crickets. Yeah, like, okay, I know this.
Yeah.
If you knew you wasn't shit, and somebody tell you wasn't shit, then your feelings ain't gonna be hurt. I don't handle it. I'm trying not to be shit.
Yeah, I'm just trying my best. All right?
I'm trying my best, bitch. Shit, I know you ain't hurt my feelings.
Yeah, for real.
I know my bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. All right. How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. I gotta wake up at 4:00 in the morning.
I feel it.
Well, 5. Yeah, I gotta wake up at 5.
All right, we'll finish it now. So,
yep.
Thank you for anybody that ever listens, ever. And
that is true. But appreciate y'all, those that have been listening.
That's the truth. And
commenting and subscribe and give us your opinions and all the other opinions about some of the topics.
Yeah, please.
What's your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Reach out to us on.
They got somebody. People will be getting real deep on them, man. Like,
I know. Did you see that one on TikTok? Camellius or whatever.
Yeah.
He was. I can't remember what he said, but it was a pretty deep, insightful comment. What we were saying,
hold up,
so we appreciate that.
Before we go, man, I had made a post. And it was just like a movement. And this dude gonna spam my I do think it's just extra spiritual, bro. That whole talking about sex retention is the key to your fullest power. I was like, how you gonna tell me what? He kept spamming that. I was like, how you gonna tell me that? You looking at what the what? You stupid. You got a jack off problem.
Yeah. I'm just saying he might be a little.
Don't listen to it, because you heard us before. You heard us semen retention.
Yeah.
And everybody telling you.
Fat.
You go, no fat.
Yeah.
Listen, don't let these people fool you. Talking about your hair go far. Like, really? How you got here? You go tell your daddy or your wife? I heard that. But no, it's true. It's like, bro, it's like they telling people nonsense, bro. It's like, obviously, if you don't do it, like, you ain't supposed to be draining yourself all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yes, like you don't do other stuff besides sitting there, your ass on
beating off,
bro. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yes, if you doing other stuff and you ain't thinking about fat, yes, great things is gonna happen because you doing other shit.
That's the truth. Yeah,
like, bro,
you're too busy.
I just had to say that, like, bro, this is.
Well, I definitely think that if you are a man telling another man not to jerk off, you definitely need to be letting your fruit flag fly. That's all
for real. Say. And don't tell the man who got blue balls. Like,
that's the truth. I know.
You guys for a fight.
I'm already a virgin, man. Listen. I need it where I can.
I don't know where that can. I don't know how that works.
If you can't tell him crying.
He is crying.
Yeah.
He is crying. He is crying. Tears of a clown.
Yeah, really.
He said, I wanted it. Samuel Jack. That is like one of my few of my favorite phrases. Bozo. I like the word bozo. Makes me. If it just
bozo
just bozo. The word bozo. Yup. And tears of a clown. And you ever seen Soul Man?
No, it's another one. Wow,
you see how our podcast work? It just kind of starts and finishes in the same thing.
It really does.
He got like 6 movies, right?
Have you been writing them down, please?
Soul Man is Samuel Jackson and Bernie Mac.
Ooh, I like the lineup. I
You
love
ain't
the
never-
line. I've never seen that.
What?
Soul Man?
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson said because well, something happened, but Samuel L. Jackson said, "Yeah, it was supposed to be a sad moment." He said, "Yeah, I'm crying tears of a motherfucking clown."
Oh, damn. To Bernie Mac?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He goes,
shit. That's funny.
Soul Man is on Tubi.
Tubi.
Yep,
Tubi?
Yep.
Not sponsored, but should be.
It's
Just saying.
Why not on Tubi? You gotta watch Soul Man. Have you seen Life?
Probably.
You don't probably see Life,
Well,
bro.
listen. I probably live life. That's all I know.
You can't, bro. You
Yeah.
cannot be a. You know she helping you out, right? You know
I
she.
know.
You know she helping you out with these movies
I know.
because it's gonna help your comedic skills.
Yeah.
I can't come to your comedy show if you're just talking white shit.
I don't really.
You gotta have,
shit.
yeah. I'm just letting you know.
I definitely get canceled for
Good.
sure. Twice a show.
We want to get
Yeah, that's what I'm
canceled. Yes,
saying.
they want to hear
That's
it.
the only way you get popular nowadays.
You need to watch
canceled.
all old Eddie Murphy.
Well, have you ever? I love Eddie Murphy. Have you seen Raw?
Don't ask me if I ever seen any Eddie Murphy,
Bro,
bro.
you just
This
asked.
is about you.
What?
This is, you know,
I'm
I've
just trying
seen
to
it.
deflect.
Yes, you know, of course I've seen, bro. There's not an Eddie Murphy movie that I've not seen. Okay, so you got Soul Man and you
I got like 17 movies.
SOUL.
I need to snort some blood.
Yeah, Soul Man. Yup, with Bernie Mac, John Legend, and
John Legend, the singer.
Yeah, because he's a supporting character.
Oh,
on it.
okay.
And Bernie Mac. Wait, Bernie Mac and Samuel Jackson. I said that for. I said
You said that about 7 or 8
yeah,
times.
yup.
That's okay.
But, yeah, that's that movie. Yup, yeah, but that's bro. Yeah, you got homework, bro.
I
God,
got some homework. You can't come back till you watch all those movies.
exactly, bro. You got, but I'm telling you, man. And oh my god, bro. Oh my god, trust us.
I trust the process.
Yep, we done, guys.
All right.
Love y'all, bro. Thank y'all.
For anybody that ever listens to
That's right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.